All right, NBA draft day is here, and maybe some of the buzz has been taken away because this is potentially the worst draft class since the infamous 2013 Anthony Bennett draft. There just feels like there's no top end talent in this draft. There's not really any consensus who's going to be your top pick. It's kind of all over the place. And maybe the player with the most intrigue and the most interest from the fans, casual fans, anybody really out there, is a kid who probably shouldn't even be drafted. Yes, LeBron James Jr., Bronny James out of USC. Now, let's be real here. If this was anybody else's son that's not named LeBron James, who's still playing in the NBA, he would not get drafted. Bronny James is not really a draft prospect. He needs to go back to college. He needs to work on his game. He is not one of the guys really out there that should be drafted, but his dad is who he is, and LeBron gonna opt out of his contract this offseason. Now, he is expected to stay with the Lakers, and this is kind of drawing a lot of conclusions that Bronny's kind of a lock at 55 for the Lakers with their second round pick. But could we see some potential intrigue? There are a lot of teams out there that could potentially spend that pick on Bronny James to try and sway LeBron out of LA. And even if they don't, why not hold him hostage? Maybe you can get some assets from the Lakers if he's demanding that Bronny plays with him. You know, Rich Paul has been going on a media tour the last 2 weeks, and he's kind of been all over the place. The first of the reports that a lot of teams are trying to work him out, but he wouldn't work out for anybody, only work out for the Suns and Lakers, which is a bold strategy for a very, very fringe player, in my opinion. Not just my opinion, extreme experts' opinions who are breaking down the draft film, because I'm really not diving into this NBA draft, because like I said, it's kind of bad. I listen to my experts, and the experts are pretty consensus that this is not a very good draft. So he shouldn't be drafted, but it's like, hey, we got to take him, blah, blah, blah. He's not going to be on a two-way contract, Rich Paul says. And if we were really in charge, we were really forcing things, we would force the Lakers to take him at 17 in the first round. But I thought LeBron wasn't involved in the head coaching hires or the front office decisions. But now you're kind of spilling the beans, Rich Paul. This whole situation is kind of an entirely turned into a circus. And that's what kind of LeBron likes. LeBron likes the media attention. He likes the noise, even though he'll say the exact opposite. Feels like there's always drama in a story around him. He is a master at playing the media, and here we are talking about this situation. But could you potentially draft Bronny early in the first round? There are now reports that teams at the back end of the first round, because like I said, this is a massive crapshoot of draft talent, just taking Bronny James and say, all right, Bron, maybe you'll come here. All right, you want to play with your son so bad? Here, come trade for him, LA. Come give us actual assets that we could potentially use. Because honestly, investing a 28th, the 29th, Boston with the 30th pick in Bronny James, that would be something. The Celtics taking Bronny James with the last pick of the first round. That would be something, because we know Bron hates Boston. But say, hey, LeBron, what's up? What's up? Now, I feel bad for Bronny. This is not his fault. Everything going on with this, he is not creating this noise. I think he's just doing a good job. He's not going around on these shows doing the talk stuff, because he easily has access to all of these things. It's the people around him. It's the empire, and that's sometimes what you have to deal with. Now, Rich Paul says he doesn't talk to LeBron when he's talking about Bronny. Bronny's his own client. Do I buy any of that? Absolutely not. Those two are the power brokers in the NBA for the last 10 to 15 years, kind of moving things around, running the show. They form Clutch Sports. It's turned into this kind of weird situation where they force their guys in and out of certain teams, get certain guys together. It's kind of, it's turned into this almost mob mentality going on, like mafiosa style, which makes sense because LeBron's favorite movie is The Godfather, he says. So it kind of makes sense that they're moving this way. I don't get this whole situation. Bronny is a fringe level player. He probably needs to play in the G League. He needs to develop. He is not good enough to be on an NBA bench. If you look at the guys who are like fringe NBA players, they're putting up 25, 20 points in college, getting rebounds, getting steals. Bronny did none of that. Bronny couldn't even get on the floor on a terrible USC team, and you don't even realize he's out there half the time. It's just, he's not there. He's high basketball IQ. He's undersized. He's, semi-athletic. He was a decent shooter at the combine, but overall, his entire skill set just really isn't there. But it's very, very interesting tonight to see what teams will do. Is Bronny just going to sit there and fall to 55 to the Lakers, or does somebody pony up, take the risk, draft Bronny, say, LeBron, we got a championship team here. Come sign with us. We can pay you the max. There are a couple teams out there that have potential. Or does somebody just burn a first-round pick, draft him, and try and get back 2 firsts or a first and a player to get Bronny to the Lakers, kind of force their hand, hold them hostage? I'm very interested to see how this thing plays out. An otherwise lackluster NBA draft as far as talent is concerned, but intrigue nonetheless. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think the Lakers end up with Bronny James? Do you think somebody else takes him? Could he potentially go in the first round? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We got new sports content every single day. If you want to support the channel more, sign up for a channel membership. Help support me, allows me to keep making this great content for you guys every single day. Again, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.